Welcome back, Officers Republic. Your Coruscant and Role Police Chief APGAINS. I'm not going to be overly negative because I already know what you guys are going to say, but we got footage from last night. Let's just play it of what the new territory battle looks like. And I'm going to talk about some of the concerns that the few thousand people that stopped on by to check it out, some of the concerns that they raised, steel man both sides to make sure that, we're not overrepresenting or underrepresenting an opinion, and talk about why I think and don't think that everyone's criticisms are accurate. First of all, we only saw P1, and it was a very interesting showcase because everything you see here is essentially just a rehash of the old TBs. And, well, realistically, everything we saw tonight was a rehash of events that already exist. Which, from like a demo perspective, I know they didn't think that thousands of people would be watching. It was just going to be a small thing, but from a, it wasn't a great optic. It looked incredibly boring. And I understand that most people were turned off by that. The fact that it was just light side GOTB and dark side GOTB, and then a little bit of the Lord Vader event, and then a little bit of the Mando event, kind of get it. And there's like dumb things like this event where it's like, it's Lord Vader and clones in the Jedi Temple. You're using Jedi, like maybe paint them blue. You know what I mean? Like just change the game assets to make this everything the same, but just color them blue so it's a little bit more thematic. I think those are the kind of the big gripes that people had, where it looked very, very low effort. Very low effort. Now, on the other side, we only saw the first two worlds, which are, like Mustafar and Coruscant, which are stuff that's already in the game. So, maybe there wasn't a lot of things or reason for them to be original. And there's a ton of other worlds, including Death Star, which I hope are going to be a lot more fun. Now, some people are like, maybe the Death Star is just the R2-D2 unlock event. I don't know. Maybe. But I'm afraid to be too negative too early because we only saw two of the two of the 18 worlds that there are. So I'm going to hold out hope as long as humanly possible that when we actually get in and play it, it's going to be a lot cooler, than it looked day one, right? Pre-release footage. So there's that, right? People think it's boring. We probably just saw the boring parts and everything else is cool. I don't know. You guys make your own decision when the game comes out. The other thing to talk about is supposedly it's supposed to be very hard. Now, it's so weird. It was like half of the people watching were like, wow, the mods are amazing. And half of the people watching were like, wow, the mods are terrible. It's very interesting because everyone's R6. Every character has plus 120 speed. Obviously, they used EP Mara for like half of the battles. So it's kind of hard to get a gauge of the difficulty because the other team never really takes a turn. You don't die when the first person takes a turn, but you're fast enough to where you get a turn early enough to kind of stun lock everyone, and then you kind of just move the turn meter. So is EP Mara now the most important team? I don't know. But what they did say is essentially if you just deploy and deploy alone with no combat, you get 10 stars. So I guess I did a video that hasn't been released about like why your guild should go in and just get 1 star and just suck it up because the get 3 and get 3 might be useful once they add a real get 3 character. But if you're going to deploy and get 10 stars, now obviously I don't know what GP, like he could have said that for 500 million GP, 200 million GP. I don't fucking know, right? Sorry, my face really hurts. But if you can deploy and get 10 stars, every guild that qualifies at 200 million GP should do this TB. And it might not be fun, but at least the rewards will be there, right? So I'm not 100% sure how this whole thing is going to play out. I'm just a little upset that it seems like P1 is rehashes of everything. Now, we didn't see the cool missions. Like, we didn't see the Mace Windu Kit Fisto mission, which I don't know who has a Relic 6 Kit Fisto that doesn't just spend thousands of dollars. So it's going to be interesting. It's obviously tuned to be insanely difficult in the later half or the later 5/6. But yeah, it was a very emotional up and down premiere. So let me know what you guys think. I'm in a ton of pain, so I'm going to go back to sleep. And I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.